Hadron alach Maseches Bava Kamma v'Hadron alach. Daitan alach Maseches Bava Kamma v'Daita chalan. Lo nishn say minach Maseches Bava Kamma v'lo nishn say minan. Lo ba'amadin v'lo ba'amad yaseh. Hadron alach Maseches Bava Kamma v'Hadra chalan. Daitan alach Maseches Bava Kamma v'Daita chalan. Lo nishn say minan Maseches Bava Kamma v'lo nishn say minan. Lo ba'amadin v'lo ba'amad yaseh. Hadron alach Maseches Bava Kamma v'Hadra chalan. Daitan alach Maseches Bava Kamma v'Daita chalan. Lo nishn say minach Maseches Bava Kamma v'lo nishn say minan. Lo ba'amadin v'lo ba'amad yaseh. Yir tzam lefanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'le'av asenu shetei Toras chav umanasenu v'olam hazeh tehei imanu l'olam haba. Chanina bar Papa, Rami bar Papa, Nachman bar Papa, Achai bar Papa, Abba Mari bar Papa, Rafram bar Papa, Rachish bar Papa, Surcha bar Papa, Ada bar Papa, Daru bar Papa. Harab no Adonai Eloheinu divrei Torasecha. Bifinu fifios amcha be'Yisrael. V'niyak kulanu nachnu v'satayinu v'satay amcha be'Yisrael. Kulanu yudei shemecha v'lomdei Torasecha lishma. Ve'oyvei tzeichach meinu mitzvosecha ki liolam ha'yili. Yi libi tamid b'chukacha l'man lo yavosh. Liolam lo eshkach b'kudecha ki bam chayisani baruch ato Adonai lamdenu chukacha. Amen, 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 sela v'ed. Modem anachnu lefanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'le'av asenu shesamta chalkeinu miyoshvei beis hamedrash v'lo samta chalkeinu miyoshvei karanos. She'anu maskimim v'hei mashkimim. Anu mashkimim u'divrei Torah v'hei mashkimim u'divarim b'telim. Anu amelim v'hei amelim. Anu amelim b'kal muschar v'hei amelim v'anu b'kal muschar. Anu ratzim v'hei ratzim. Anu ratzim l'chayim halba v'hei ratzim l'ver shachas. Shnemar v'atem Elohim toridim l'ver shachas anshe dam mirma lo yachasu yimehem v'ani yaftach bach. Yiratam lefanecha Adonai Elohai Keshem Shazatan L'Sayim Meseches Bava Kamma Kein Ta'azreinu Le'haskil Mesechos Usvarim Achirim V'Sayamim U'Lilmod Lam Lishmor Laskil L'Chaim Skol Divrei Tamos Sarsecha B'Yava V'Zechos Kol Tanam V'Amaram V'Tamidei Chacham Yamu Li L'Zari Shelo Tambush HaTorah Mepi Mefi Zara Zari Adolam V'Yiz Kayim Bi V'Yiz Alecha Tancha Osach V'Shechlecha Tishmor Alecha V'Kitosehi Tishichecha Ki Bi Yirba Yimecha V'Yosifa Lecha Shnos Chaim Orech Yemim V'Yamina Yismola Uzer V'Chovod Adonai Ozli Amotin Adonai Yivarech Esam Bava Shalom.
Bigger letters, thank you. Yikadav Yikadash Shemei Rabbah B'mad Gulati L'Achorta V'L'Achava Matava V'L'Narkau Yaton L'Chai Alma V'Lamach Mekarta Yerushalayim V'Shachlala Hechala Bin Aveh V'Lamerkar Polchana Nichra Min Ara V'Latava Polchana Dishmael Atre Yamlit Kutshav Richu Malchutei B'Kareh Mishichei B'Chai Chon V'Menchon B'Chai B'Kolbei Yisrael B'Galav Esman Karib V'Imru Amen Yesh Ishtabati Parit Ramambi, Nasevi, Tadavi, Televi, Talal Shemedi Kudshabri, Lelam and Cobra Katav, Shiratatish, Bakatav and Ekmatan, Damiram Beolamavi, Ruame, Al Yisrael, Arabanan, Valdi, Tamidehon, Bakol Tamidehon. Kamandos, Kimbo right, Adibatra, Lid, Kolotar, Beatar, Elakhan, Khan, Slamaraba, Hinabakas, the Rafamin, Bhaina Rakim, Zonori Bichai, Vakanam and Kadamabo. Divishmaya Rabimru, Amen. Yehishlam Rabba Min Shmaya V'Chaim, Tovim, Aleinu V'Alka Yisrael V'Imru, Amen. Yaseh Shalom B'Mrama V'Barachama V'Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'Alka Yisrael V'Imru, Amen.
ask everyone to please wash so we can start the buffet so the food doesn't get cold, and then they're going to play music. Thank you.
John.
Travel does it mean to be a light? Mean to be human? Give me your hand, give me your hand. Oh, if you wanna be alive, if you wanna be human, give me your hand, give me your hand. If you wanna be a light,
for the people that are on.
If I can have your attention, please. First of all, it is an incredible snow sparkle to welcome everyone. This year, from Second Bava Kamma, to begin with a couple of thank yous. First of all, tremendous thank you to Jonas and Kaplan, our favorite. There's plenty of food, so please help yourself. Jonas, and thank you. Absolutely beautiful, delicious, and incredible. And thank you for working so hard to make such a beautiful evening come together. And I also want to give a very special thank you, that I don't think she's here anymore, to Shira Rosenblum, who is responsible for the entire decor. The setup over here tonight. Really incredible, really beautiful. I also want to give a thank you to Chana Esther Fogel, who is responsible for the beautiful bookmarks. If you notice on your tables, there are leather bookmarks. Here, they say Siyum. It's pleather. It's real pleather. Okay, so again, really a beautiful, beautiful keepsake from tonight's Siyum. I want to give a very special thank you to Larry Franks for supplying us tonight with the wine and the liquor. Tremendous. Thank you so much. A very special thank you to Larry for really coming up with a beautiful arrangement of wines from Eretz Yisrael. Hopefully you'll get to sample them a little bit. Larry, thank you so much. I'll say tonight, we Baruch Hashem, when we were planning this scene from the Second Bava Kamma, and of course a very incredible thank you to all the Chevra providing for us the beautiful music tonight, the incredible singing. We don't do anything without beautiful Shira and Nagina. We are so privileged, Baruch Hashem, to have a Chevra who is able to produce such beautiful results. When we were planning the Siyum for the Second Bava Kamma, so I called up Zevi and I said to Zevi, like, I really want to do something incredibly unique. Something incredibly unique. So we thought about it for a little bit and we came up with things like the Knish Shop party room. And then Zevi had the incredible foresight to enlist the help of David Schwartz. And David, Baruch Hashem, really went out on a full mission to be able to find us. And then David one day calls us up and tells us that, okay, I found this place, the Baltimore Water and Rowing Company. I think that's the official name here, right? Something like that. So like, okay, sounds nice. There's a guy on a boat, right? And there's water, and it sounds fantastic. And we came down here, we did a little site visit. And I just want to tell you, when we did the site visit, the room didn't exactly look like this. This is Baruch Hashem, the result of an incredible amount of people, an incredible amount of involvement. But I really want to give a thank you, because what was really exciting about tonight's Siyum is that there were a number of really incredible people who were working very hard on it. I want to thank Zevi Daniel. I want to thank David Schwartz, Zvi Friedman, and of course, again, I mentioned Jonas and Kaplan as well before, but again, Baruch Hashem, it was such a beautiful and collaborative effort. It was exciting to plan it. You know, a Siyum is a real Simchas HaTorah, and as such, it deserves something really mechubad. It deserves something really beautiful. But the truth is, the place is only the show. What makes the place glow is the Chevra. Baruch Hashem, we are truly privileged. That's such a beautiful and such a special Chevra with whom we get to learn each and every day. And it's beautiful. The Chevra is, of course, again, this is the Chevra that we learn with in person, but Baruch Hashem, we also take the opportunity to acknowledge our extended virtual Chevra, those who join us every morning from Eretz Yisrael and beyond, faraway places like New York and New Jersey, and Baruch Hashem, California, and South Africa, and many different places where people join us. Toronto, Baruch Hashem, where people join us from, and it's really just, it's such a source to be able to have everyone together, to learn together. We have a couple of really, please, Chevra, enjoy, eat, and drink, and have a good time and enjoy. We're going to have a couple of really beautiful and meaningful speakers tonight for our first, I'll call it Dvar Torah, Divrei Hisorus, words of transformational inspiration. My pleasure to call upon Avi Fogel.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you very much. I do, yeah. Thank God. So make sure. I don't know if I'll be able to read them.
Here I have his flashlight. You have any flashlight?
Good. I should have printed it a little bit bigger. I'm a little older, but figure it out. Thank you, Rabbi Silver, for giving me this opportunity to speak last night, late, without much more notice than that. But it's going to be great. Chevra, I'd like to personally thank all of you for your individual contribution to our amazing Kehillah. And I say our, because while I was involved in Suburban for many years here and there, the last few years coming out of COVID, our family has more fully embraced the community, our inimitable and indefatigable Rav, and all the enriching programming and shiurim offered in our thriving Beis HaMikdash Muad. Shout out to Yoni Frager. It's my happy birthday, exactly. Yoni encouraged me to join the DAF when we began Bava Kamma, and a major yasher koach to my stalwart wife, Hannah Esther, who also made the beautiful bookmarks. She immediately embraced the idea, despite my many, many alarms waking her up at that absurdly early hour, and her agreement to wake up our older son for Minyan Carpal. If I'm honest with you all, and myself, of course, I did not really think it would stick. I'm more of a night owl by nature, but I felt a certain commitment to Yoni, to you all, and to my family to demonstrate the importance and value of finding time in the day to be Kovea Itim. The positive rush of energy that I personally receive from learning and davening all before 7:30 a.m. is a bit addictive. There is a certain sense of profound accomplishment, and it isn't even 8 a.m. in the morning. The feeling of wrapping up in a tallis and tefillin and focusing my energy first thing on our Creator and the benevolence shown to us every day is a major dopamine rush. Maybe I ought to just quit while I'm ahead, right, and go back home, take a nap, but not so fast. We continue our learning as a kahila in the evenings with the Amud Yomi light version, Hilchas Shabbos, and a spiritual infusion of the Piagetzna's Hasidus. True fellowship with the book ending of legitimate Kovea Itim morning and night. There is a concept that we should ask Hashem to keep us busy, mostly so we stay out of trouble. Well, I, for one, am very busy, and the structure that DAF forces upon my daily routine is a protective shield against the forces of the Yetzer Hara and my natural inclination to, I don't know what they call it, doom scroll, so to speak, whether it's on my phone or through a myriad of other distractions that aim to grab my attention all the time, like always, even now. The DAF requires, no, it demands that I get to bed at a reasonable hour. Our children can see what my wife and I are now modeling through this routine. And when it happens on an occasion that I wake up my son, because I didn't make it to the DAF, his first words are, "Why are you here?" All our kids know now that I am not available past 10 p.m., and I think that they get it. This week's Parsha, Ki Sisa, challenges us to examine our own core beliefs and daily practices, urging us to remain vigilant against the allure of false gods. During the reading of this week's Parsha, we are prompted to consider the nature of our Amunah and Bitachon in the face of constant temptations of the proverbial idolatry in our own very lives. Are we too quick to seek substitutes for spiritual fulfillment? Do we prioritize material comforts or worldly desires over our commitment to spiritual growth and Torah values? As we celebrate our collective accomplishment of completing Bava Kamma and begin anew with Bava Metzia, the second tractate in Ezekiel, and we review the teachings of Ki Sisa, let us reflect on the enduring relevance of its lessons for our own lives and the damages that we avoid when we busy ourselves with learning Torah. May we find the strength and fortitude and hatzlacha to resist those temptations of today's idolatry and cultivate a deeper awareness of Hashem's presence in everything we do on our daily quest to connect with our Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Chavra, please go inside, take a little bit more food, or give you a little break in Meretz Hashem.
Outside.
Or if you want to spazier a little bit outside. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry? Zevi said it's lovely outside.
Picture time.
It's lovely outside. All right, so you know, so maybe what we'll do is,
Let's go around the outside, around the outside.
that again, while everyone is still enjoying, I would like to ask, you know, as I mentioned before, one of the most beautiful things, and again, you guys don't get to see it, but the truth is I get to see it, and the truth is I should take an opportunity to really give a very special thank you to some other people who really helped to facilitate the daf, not just in-house, but mamish globally as well. To give an incredible thank you to Moshe Abramson. Poor guy, you know, he walks into shul and already he knows, like, if he locks eyes with me, something's wrong. Something's not working, something's this. But Moshe is always there and always is looking to Meretz Hashem figure out the way we could grow our chevra and the way we, Meretz Hashem, can be married within our kila. Along those same lines, I owe a tremendous amount of hakar to Jeremy last. And where's Jeremy? All right, he intentionally walked out. Okay, got it. Thank you. Tremendous thank you. Really, Jeremy as well, like Baruch Hashem, always available and always willing to help with anything big or small. A tremendous thank you to Rabbi Ari Lerner, who makes the coffee every single day. Really tremendous. And when Ari's not there, a tremendous thank you to Saeed, who Baruch Hashem again is not here with us tonight because of Avelos, but we truly appreciate his efforts. And because in Daf Yomi we have greater levels of succession than the United States government, because at the end of the day, the coffee has to get done. So if Ari's not Jeremy, just in time, Jeremy, want to thank you on behalf of the entire show. Your incredible help for everything that you're doing. Tremendous yashikah. Thank you. So if Ari's not there, and if Saeed's not there, I want to thank Steve Golaskov and Steve. I'm sorry? I know. So Steve is not here with us tonight because Baruch Hashem, he's in Eretz Yisrael celebrating the birth of a grandson. Baruch Hashem. We thank Steve so much. And again, just a tremendous thank you to everyone who really just helps out so much with the daf. One of the beautiful things that we have, like I was saying, that I get to see and that you guys don't get to see, is that Baruch Hashem, every single morning, there's a whole Zoom chevra. There's a Zoom chevra that logs on. And it's really beautiful because the truth is, amazingly enough, at this point in time, which is really beautiful, the majority of the Zoom chevra is from Eretz Yisrael, which is something really special and incredibly unique, that the opportunity that we have to learn live with the Chavra in Eretz Yisrael. For me, as a personal level, I wish more than anything to be in Eretz Yisrael. If I can't be in Eretz Yisrael, at least the ability to teach Torah in real time in Eretz Yisrael is an incredible schos. In addition to Eretz Yisrael, we have one representative from the Sunshine State, from Florida, who every single morning logs on Zoom and is Baruch Hashem with us live for daf, and that's Aaron Raskis. It is my pleasure to ask Aaron to share with us a few words.
Oh, because you're from Florida all of a sudden.
I wasn't asked to do this because I'm capable of giving words of inspiration, I don't think. I don't think I was asked to do this because of my long-standing perseverance or long-standing commitment or my consecutive game record streak appearing for the DAF, because I'm a newbie. I'm really someone that just adopted it recently. I think Rabbi Silver asked me, and it's impossible to say no when the Rav asks to speak, because I guess I represent something unique. And that is the ability, I represent the reach of this community and this year to connect to anyone who wishes to reach out and connect to it. Rabbi Sachs comments on the fact that the word for life in Hebrew is chayim. It's plural, it's a plural word. And one can only live a life in a community. Community is essential to living a fulfilled life. And, often one appreciates things only after they're removed from it. I know everyone here appreciates what they have, but when you step back, when you step away from it, and you get to come back to it or to connect to it from afar, there's a different sense of appreciation that I think I've really come to know. And Rabbi Silver, what you've done here is you've built something amazingly unique. No matter where I go around, anywhere, I mean, it's impossible to find a community like this. And it starts from the top down. It starts in the morning, as everyone knows, at 5:45 a.m. or earlier. It radiates from there throughout the day. I don't have to tell you how the shul is full of people, full of energy, full of Torah, from the morning through night. That radiates throughout the week. It radiates through the Jewish calendar, radiates through the Chagim, and it just radiates outward. And the reach, it's not just Daf Yomi, but to be able, again, you have the ability to walk into shul anytime you want. You have the ability to be there Shabbos. You have the ability to come at night. But for those of us from afar, the ability to just pick up a phone or connect on the computer and watch a shiur, watch a Emunah minute, and participate in the Daf Yomi is something really special. On a personal level, I needed something after October 7th, I think, and the timing was just right. And for me, it just changes my day, as I think everyone here recognizes. The day starts differently, it becomes different, and I believe my hanhagas, the way I lead my life, is different because of that start. And most important, just getting there, opening up the phone, clicking on it, and seeing your bright, shining face in the morning, full of energy, at 5:45 a.m., just motivates everyone. I know it just kickstarts my day, it energizes it, and I actually, make sure I run to the shul where I daven to get there early, so I could get on the phone just in time to see that. Rabbi Sachs talks about also this week's parsha, where Kosh Baruch Hu says, "Ki sisas bnei Yisrael," when you count bnei Yisrael. And there's lots of reasons given why you don't count Jews. Ein Hara, different reasons, Magefa. He has a very interesting insight, and that is, typically when you conduct a census, you conduct it to count your numbers, to see how much taxes you can raise, how large an army you can raise, how big your population is. But if you count Jews, and you start doing that and trying to count their numbers, it's going to become disillusioning. It's going to become disheartening. It's going to cause people to give up hope when you can count the numbers of the Jews compared to those around us. As I think Milton Himmelfarb once said it, the number of Jews in the world is like a statistical error in the Chinese census. We're so small. Instead, what does the Torah ask? Ki sisa es bnei Yisrael, v'nasan ish kofer nafsho b'vkod hasam. Everyone should give their contribution. You can't count the numbers, because if you count the numbers, it's not going to make an impression. But if you ask a Jew to contribute, and then you count their contributions, that tells you something. Jews are disproportionately contributing to the welfare of the world, and everyone has something special to contribute. And I think that's a lesson that everyone who comes to this Daf Yomi, who comes to shul, who clicks on a shiur to watch an Emunah minute or something, learns time and time and time again. And one of the beauties of this year is, sometimes if I miss it or for some reason I have to do something, I'll click once in a while a different shiur. But the nuggets of life lessons that one gets from this shiur is just extraordinarily unique. And your ability to do that, to mine from a dry, what may otherwise be, if I have to say, a dry daf of Gemara, like the way we ended today, into a beautiful life lesson of stones and growth. But seriously, the ability to mine from every page of Daf Yomi, not one, maybe more lessons for the day, for life, is something unique, inspiring, and just a gem that we all share. And that is what I think you are able to do, and I'm grateful for it, for what I get from it. But I know that every person here is valued, everyone is counted, and just because I can't resist Rabbi Sachs' quotes, there's just one more, where he says, "Community is the human expression of divine love. It is where I am valued simply for who I am, how I live, and what I give to others. It is the place where they know my name." And that is what this community is because of what the Rav does. Everyone is valued, everyone contributes, everyone is valued for his or her contribution. And he knows everyone, and he knows everyone's name, and he makes everyone feel appreciated. And even clicking on from 1,000 miles away at 5:45 in the morning, I can tell you that that's the feeling that I get. And it just energizes my day, it warms my heart, and it makes me grateful to be part of this community, even from afar. So thank you for the opportunity to be here and for being able to share in every morning and all the beauty of this community.
Take an opportunity to see the beautiful waterfront. We're going to continue our session in just a few moments. Really, there's plenty of food, plenty of wine.
Don't mind here.
Did a really nice job. Some big words in there.
I knew there was only a few.
anybody is still hungry, and there's going to be dessert. But before we get dessert, I know that as the night goes on, we tend to we tend to lose the chevra a little bit. People, Baruch Hashem, I know have other obligations as well. But I really just want to thank everyone who helped to make tonight so special, so beautiful. Also, I meant to mention there are still sponsorship opportunities available. So if you have not, if you want to sponsor in honor of a loved one, in memory of a loved one, in anticipatory excitement for a loved one, in honor of a new baby, in honor of someone else's new baby, whatever it might be. But on a serious note, we could use still a few more sponsorships. So if there is anyone who would like to sponsor, you could please see Zevi Daniel or Menachem Schoenfeld. Either of them will be happy to Meretz Hashem take your sponsorship information, and we would greatly appreciate it. For our last speaker for tonight. And then Meretz Hashem will have dessert. Then after dessert, the Meretz Hashem benching. And then, of course, again, we're going to fabrang a little bit, a little kumzditz, a little music, a little singing, a little dancing. Meretz Hashem, enjoy the outdoors. It's actually very warm outside now. It's quite beautiful. Quite beautiful and enjoyable. It's magnificent. It's probably about 60, 70 degrees already tonight. 70, right? It's going to be much warmer. Look, you can tell the flag's not blowing. When the flag's not blowing, that means there's no wind. It's perfect. It's perfect. For our last speaker for this evening, I will say, one of the incredible things that we have in our general kihila, and I think also especially in our shir, is that Baruch Hashem, we're not a group of spectators. We all recognize that in order to make anything happen in life, whether it's in a shir or whether it's in a shul or whether it's in a community, you can't just sit back, relax, and expect someone else to do the work. But if you truly want something to happen, you have to be ready to do the work yourself. And so Baruch Hashem, our shir and our kihila is blessed with so many people like that, so many incredible people, so many of them are here. And the truth is, one of those people is Zevi Daniel. And Zevi's one of those people where you could call him up with an idea, as I often do, an idea in its not even infancy but embryonic stage, and say, Zevi, could we make this happen? And Zevi's like, okay, and in the same week it could be a Siyum, Yarchei college trip to the Rebbe's Ohel, and matzah baking. And that was actually all in 1 week. That was all. I mean, it's not all happening in 1 week, but all of those ideas were thrown out to Zevi in 1 week, and Baruch Hashem, he together with a lot of other chevra are helping to make this happen. So I always say, if you're here and you don't feel that you're involved enough, there are so many opportunities to get involved. There's so much to do. And if you have an idea for the aliyah, for the chevra, something for the collective spiritual benefit, or you have a cheshek to want to participate in something, to help in something, get involved. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that's better than coming and receiving is coming and receiving and knowing that you did something to help facilitate the entire experience. And Baruch Hashem, that's how things get done, and that's how things happen, and we are truly privileged to have a chevra who's willing to roll up their sleeves and really get to work. So it's my pleasure for our last speaker for this evening, and ask Reb Zevi to share with us a few words.
First of all, how beautiful is Baltimore, right? Anybody here from Baltimore, right? It's a peaceful, bucolic almost. You see the reason they painted horses on those, whatever they're called, I don't know, those fuel towers to make them pretty. A tremendous thank you, Rebbe. That was beautiful, and hello everybody in Eretz Yisrael. Was it 3 a.m., 4 a.m.? I don't know who we're streaming to, but whoever's actually watching this, it is a total honor that I'm here, and if you're tuned in, amazing. Also, a tremendous shout out to the team who made this happen, to my dear friend and my brother, David Schwartz, to Larry Franks, and to Tzvi Friedman, to John Kaplan, and of course, Rabbi Silver, who, if you've ever planned anything with Rabbi Silver, it is an experience. It's an incredible experience. And Hamid and Yomi, you have to do it to feel it, to know it. When you do, you'll know and you'll come back to me. Rabbi Silver asked me to speak last second, which is actually excellent because had he asked me to speak last week or 2 weeks ago, I would have put it off till the last second. So it would have been all the same. It's fine. So Rabbi Silver asked me to say, all right, Zevi, don't freak out. Just speak from the heart. Turn on the Lokai song and then close your eyes and just think about what does Daf mean to me? What does Daf mean to me? And Daf means a lot to me. Daf really plays a tremendous part of my life. It plays a tremendous role in my life. And to share that with you and with it really is, I feel like the crowd here is my extended family. It means so much to me. But just hearing the speakers tonight, I don't know how it's possible. Every time we have speakers, they all have this transformative story of redemption, of rags to riches. And I was in Papua New Guinea, and then I heard Rabbi Silver, and all of a sudden I was flying an airplane, and I brought my Kamma.
You came all the way from there.
I can't. Right? I'm like literally every story. I was in the military, and I was married to. Something everything's more ridiculous. Not ridiculous, incredible. Ridiculous as Rebbe uses it. Ridiculous in a good way. Good way. And I'm like, I have a little bit of a story. I don't have like a ton. It's pretty milquetoast compared to everyone else. So I can't do that. So I figured, where's Yanki's here? I said, maybe I'll do a requiem to Ahmed Bey's, which was my idea. And I told Yankee Statman 2 years ago, but he did better than me, than I could ever do it. So what that means is that we don't do Ahmed Bey's. Sorry, anyway, fine. The point is, all right, this is a cliche already. All right, fine. And then I was like, okay, let me talk about my ninja routine in the morning and how like my kids get involved and my daughter puts together. She does that the night before. She does the what's it called, the pour over. She sets up the pour over for me, and then I'm very good in the morning. I know how to tiptoe out. We have also a lot of sound machines. By the way, sound machines. 2 tips for tonight: sound machine and uplights. Right, Howie? Uplights, right? Uplights fix everything. Sound machines also fix everything. Anyway, all right. Then I saw today's daf. I saw the Gemara on Ahmed Bey's that Rebbe moves right through. I'm going to talk about the tapestry that is our shear, and that we are the warp, and we're the vertical lines, and Rabbi Silver is the weft, the one, the line that keeps. We didn't even like boom. It was supersonic, but I don't even know. Anyway, we love you. Thank you. Now we're in. So, but Rabbi Silver did say, to speak about my son. I'll give him one. So Rabbi Silver said, maybe Zevi, speak about your son, because Rabbi Silver, I learned with my son on Eli's here. I'm so very honored to have my son here. Eli said, don't talk about me. I won't talk about him, but I'll whatever. The point is that we chazar daf. Eli had Rabbi Rosenbaum last year in Israel, and he absolutely loved Bava Kamma, and Bava Kamma was like, he owned it. And so he was like, all right, Daddy, we'll learn Bava Kamma together. So every weeknight, I think Motzei Shabbos we don't, right? But every that except Motzei and Friday night. Right, so 5 nights a week, we learn Chazar the daf. So, and on Mondays, before Old Smichas Chaber, right? What do we call it now? I don't know. Little Shabbos, right? We'll come back to it maybe. Anyway, soon. We'll get back. We'll get the certificates for Nida. It'll be good. We'll get it. The point is that so Rabbi Silver, I learned. I come to Schultz at 7 o'clock. I learned with Rabbi Silver. I learned with my son at 7 o'clock. Rabbi Silver here. He's always touched. He said, "You gotta talk about your son." So, and that indeed touched a nerve. So, very briefly, I want to discuss the commitment, and I think I'm not one to really speak about. Far be it from me to speak about commitment. I'm not that. I'm not a guru or whatever. But I just want to discuss a couple things that have helped me with commitment. And I have a couple of cheat codes that help make this overwhelming. You think about it, people don't wake up as early as we do. And the commitment that we have going together as a family is really one that is unusual. So I want to mention just a couple of cheat codes and then tell you a story and then I'll wrap it up. My cheat code number one is my dear friend David Schwartz. And Avi Fogel mentioned this about Yoni Frager. Now, David Schwartz, I 5:25. At 5:25, I wake up, then I have a 5-minute snooze. And I'm sorry, that's why I come like a minute and a half late, maybe 4 minutes. 4 minutes. You see, by the way, he knows. Someone knows. He knows. So 5:25, David Schwartz texts. He messages me, and I telegram him. Literally, I send him a telegram. That's the technology that David is working with here. Wow. I love you, David. David Schwartz is my accountability partner. We've had this going. David Schwartz spoke about it, so I'm not going to belabor it. We've had this going since March 15, 2020. Every morning, we text each other, and David Flum, yes, Doc Brothers. And without David and Davidl, I can confidently say I would not be able to make this commitment that Baruch Hashem I've been able to, somewhat consistently been able to make over the past almost 6 years or so. David Schwartz, you need someone like David Schwartz in your life. If you don't have one, find one. Make one. Kanulach, let's go, Kanulach Chaver, right? Kanulach, that's the wine talking. Kanulach Chaver, right? Buy a David Schwartz. He's the best cheerleader, pump you upper you can ever find. And I'll fight you on this. I'll fight you on this outside right now. No? That's right, because it's true. I'll fight you on this. All right, that's number one. So cheat code number one, find yourself an accountability partner. If you don't have one, if you don't have a Yomi Frager, if you don't have a David Schwartz, turn to the guy next to you. I hate when they do this, right? Turn to the guy to your right and find an accountability partner to say, hey, tomorrow, text me, let's go, pump me up. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great daf. Let's go. Right? That's what I get. That's the present that I get every day at 5:25. Cheat code number two. So that's number one. Find yourself a David Schwartz. Cheat code number two. I have Baruch Hashem. He told me not to speak about him. I have my son, my Eli Daniel. My Eli Daniel. This is really. I'm embarrassed to say this because it's like I'm bragging. It's like what's the word? It's good. It's good. All right. It's good. I don't know. Whatever. Eli Daniel, my son, my wonderful son. He's not yours, David. Relax. I don't know how this happened, but Eli Daniel comes every day. He says, "All right, Daniel, let's go. You ready?" He's prepared. He learned the daf the night before. So he's prepared. He's on time, always on time. He might have a little bit of German blood. I do need to check the 23andMe. He calls me literally, right? 6:59 and 58 seconds without fail. And every night I go, but it's like, okay, let's go. We got this. Because I'm like, okay, because I'm eating or like dinner, whatever. But without fail, Eli is incredibly on time. He's right. What did we say? We said tonight. We just said tonight. We said my son is Elliot after my father, Shalom, but his name is Yitzchak Yisrael. We said tonight. Rabbi Yehuda said about Tcheles. He said the tzitzit says Hakol Ol Laminyan Tcheles. Right? He says like, all right, if the measurement is everything goes. But he says my son Yitzchak B'ni. That's Yitzchak B'ni. My son is Kapan Elahu. He's super makbid. So my son, my Yitzchak B'ni, he's Kapan Elahu. This guy's Kapan on me. He doesn't let me make any shortcuts. He also doesn't make fun of me when we don't do Rashi, and he doesn't make fun of me when we do Tosfos. But on the other side, he makes fun of me when I'm not ready, or if I'm not prepared, or if I don't know the Gemara. He makes fun of me, but in a very gentle way, and not a chutzpah way. Point is, I'm very proud of you. So, if you don't have a David Schwartz to wake you up in the morning, to pump you up in the morning, or an Eli Daniel with whom to chazer with, okay, even if it's just one day a week, do it. It's going to help strengthen your commitment. Okay, so that's far be it for me to give advice, but I think that has certainly helped me. I'm just going to let you know. Okay, let me tell you a story that I saw. No, two cheat codes. Two. So number one, get a pump you upper. Get a David Schwartz. Number two, find someone to chazer with. Even if it's just one day a week, just find somebody. I'll tell you a story that I watched today. And I saw the video is 2 weeks old, but this was like this dovetails a little bit with the message here. I saw this and it doesn't. I'm not going to do it justice at all, but maybe some of you saw it. There's a shul down in Bell Harbor, Ball Harbor, not Bell Harbor, Ball Harbor down in Bal Harbor. Is that the proper pronunciation? No, Bell Harbor is for Aquay. Florida. Thank you. Matt knows. There's a show. There's literally, it's called the shul. That's how. When you know, you know. It's called TH with a capital T and shul with S, capital S. The shul. It's Rabbi Lipsker and Rebbetzin Lipsker. So Rebbetzin Lipsker tells a story. This happened in early February, late January. So a woman and her husband came from Kfar Aza to the shul to speak to a group of women. It was a women's shir, which is a women's group, and they came to the shul to speak to them, and they came because they wanted to raise awareness to the situation that is going on, unfortunately. And the woman's father is one of the hostages. Rabbi Snitzer explains that they were not observant Jews. They were dressed nicely. They were not observant, but so the husband spoke, and then the wife spoke. And when she spoke, her body language was very down, depressed. She was just not, almost like not interested. And the moderator asked her, she says, okay, tell us why you're here. Like, what's your mission? Like, what brought you here? What brought you here to Bell Harbor from Israel? Like, tell us why you're here. And all she said was, like, again, she's very downtrodden. She said, I just want you to remember that I have a father. And that was it. She was so down. That was all she gave over. Rebbe Lipsker said she couldn't eat, she couldn't sleep, she didn't take care of her children, she didn't work anymore, she was just completely out of it. And but to help her heal, the trauma experts in Israel, they said go over to America and just change the scenery, talk about your situation, and maybe that'll help when you share your story. So they're talking, and the people asked her, the women asked her, say, what can we do? What can we do for you? How can we help? Like, they feel so helpless. So she said, please just raise awareness of what's going on. And Rebbetzin Lipsker felt almost like it wasn't enough. Like something, this is not helpful. She was almost like frustrated, and she said. Rebbetzin Lipsker said, she spoke up and said, she said, listen, the Torah portion that we just read, the Jews left Egypt, they left Mitzrayim, and they were left with 4 choices. We can either go back to Egypt, go back to Mitzrayim, we can commit suicide, we can fight, or we can pray. Okay? 4 choices. Moshe Rabbeinu speaks up and says, no, you need to move forward. You need to commit to life. You need to commit to just forward progress. And Rebbetzin Lipsker said, what you need to do is you need to continue to live. You need to go back to your kids. You need to play. You need to sing. You need to be the foundation. You need to just be their mother, the mother that they desperately need. And she said, listen, I don't know your situation. I can't judge, and I know this must be so challenging for you, but what would your father want you to do? What would your father want you to do? Would your father want you to be depressed, or would he want you to be as best a mother as you could be under this trying situation? Okay, so Rebbetzin Lipsker then said to the crowd, what should we do for these people? What should we do? We can't fight, we can't go there, we can't take up arms, we can't be there in Israel, but we can't sit back either and just enjoy the sun of Miami Beach. So what should we do? So Rebbetzin Lipsker turned to the husband. So again, the wife, her name is Natalie, and the husband's there. She turns to the husband and she says, if we got you a pair of tefillin, would you agree? Would you commit to putting them on every day. And maybe in that merit, perhaps in that merit of you putting on that tefillin, you'll have those chutz and you'll pray that there should be no more orphans and no more hostages and no more soldiers risking their lives and no more crying and no more pain. And pray that this is the time for redemption. And she looks at him and he's reticent, right? It's a big commitment. They were not observant. He's reticent. He has like a small smile on his face. And she says, just say yes. Just say yes. And he like shook his head. He nods his head. So she says, tomorrow, come by my husband's office and pick up a pair of tefillin. And then she turns to Natalie. She turns to the wife. And she says, okay, Natalie, what can we do for you? So Natalie responds. She said, can you get me another pair of tefillin? I want another pair of tefillin. I'm going to put them aside, and when my father comes home, when my father's released, I'm going to commit for him that he too will wear them, and he's going to pray for those same merits, that there's no more hostages, and there's no more soldiers, and there's no more orphans, and there's no more pain, and then we have the redemption. And she said that, and Rebbetzin Lipsker, the way she says the story, after she made that comment to say, get me that pair of tefillin for my father, she became a different person. Her shoulders, she had like life in her. Her body language was completely different. She now had a purpose. She now had this commitment, this purpose to look forward to. And the way Rebbetzin Lipsker says it, she says she felt this love coming, emanating from the entire crowd, like, you got this, and we're here for you, and we love you, and we're all in it together, and we all feel you, and we're going to do it together. And that's where the story ended. That's where the story ended. That's the end of the video. But it's not the end of the story. That was mid-January, end of January. 2 weeks later, on February 11th, Luis Norberto Har was rescued by the IDF, and he was able to wear those tefillin that his daughter had committed for him to wear. That's the power. That's the power of commitment. That's the power of channeling your life to a greater purpose. So I heard this story and I thought about how lucky we are to be also committed to such a powerful journey, to such a conduit, an electric conduit that gives us meaning, to the Daf Yomi. But it's not just that in a vacuum. It's not just a journey alone with our Gemara, with the Daf Yomi, which would be enough. Dayenu. It's not a journey alone. This journey, this journey requires us to travel far. And we just sang together, we just said, if you want to travel far, you have to travel together. And that's what we're doing. That's the only way we're going to do it. So like I said, with David Schwartz and with all of your David Schwartzes. But if that would be enough, so a journey with purpose and a journey together, that would be enough, Dayinu. But we have it better. We have it better. We have not only a journey together with this incredible family, we have a journey led by our dear Rebbe, our friend, our Yedid Ne'aman, our Rebbe who puts in so much time and so much devotion and so much effort. You think about the past few months of Gemara, how hard it has been and how much time it must take to prepare. And the effort, but not just ensuring that it's a good daf and it's that we learn, but that it's a meaningful daf. There are so many ways nowadays to consume Baruch Hashem, to consume Daf Yomi. You could do it. There's shiurim for men, and there's shiurim for women, and there's shiurim online, and there's on Zoom, and there's shiurim in person, and you could do it with Lumdis and in Yiddish or in any language. They have shiurim with cartoons and in rhyme and rap and who knows what, PowerPoints and props and costumes, and they're all wonderful. But we have a Rebbe who infuses every single daf with meaning for our day, and with a nugget, or like Avi and Aaron said, or many nuggets of Musar that can change our lives. Nuggets like, Rebbe literally wrung Musar from a rock. He wrung water from a rock. Not a rock, rock shavings. Rock shavings. Not even a rock, for goodness sakes. For rock shavings. To take a Masechta and say, you know what, we're gonna infuse this with meaning, not just with our Torah and with our Musar, but we're gonna learn it L'zecher Nishmas, Le'ilu Nishmas, Raveli B'chal Harush, Hashem Yom Kandomo. To infuse that with meaning, that's our Rebbe. That's our Rebbe, and how lucky we are to have that commitment together. So, anyway, I'll wrap up. Here is to us together, continuing that commitment, to doubling down on that commitment, and here is to us traveling far together.
Great job. Beautiful. Awesome.
We might have got a piece of great dessert.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was really amazing. Really big travel.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Amazing. Brilliant. Every stop was together.
What's up, man? How you doing? What's going on? You know, we still get it like once a week. Is your brothers? Wait, so who's older? People don't know either of those.
It was like Musa from Iraq. That's you and Moshe.
Moshe brought water from Iraq. I really little Moshe. Bava.